So I made a video about how insensitive it would be for a man to walk in the door after his 30-minute drive home from work and then need another 30 minutes of decompression time before he could transition to husband or father. Okay, here was the most common pushback. Okay, but what if someone has a really stressful job? Okay, one, in that scenario, I feel like we're forgetting that if you're the default parent at home with small children, that's also a really stressful job. So here's my only point. This isn't a game of who has the more stressful job. It doesn't always need to be a competition. I don't think your partner wants you to admit that the stay-at-home parent's job is more stressful. They just want you to admit it's also very stressful. So in healthy relationships, what do? We defer to each other as often as possible. If you've had a terrible day at work, then call your partner and be like, hey, I need some time. It's been awful here. And your loving partner should say, take your time. Why? Because hopefully normally you show up and you're involved and they can rely on you and they trust you. And on the flip side, if the stay-at-home partner or the default parent tells you it's been a terrible day here, then don't dilly-dally at work. Don't go out with the boys. Come home and take over before they have a mental breakdown. That's what love looks like. And I don't want to pick on the men here, but let's not pretend this is a both gender problem. What percentage of women would you say come home from work and immediately say, yeah, I'm gonna go take a quick 30. Stressful day at the office today. You can make dinner and change the baby. I'll be in my study. Hey, pour me a bourbon while you're at it. I'm gonna go low percentage of women on that one. So it's pretty simple. When you come home, be home. If you can't be present, then don't come home yet. Because if you have little kids that need to be fed and bathed and played with and disciplined and hugged and read to, that's what being home means in this season. Shunting those responsibilities because of work or because you're tired isn't an excuse. You're on overtime just like she is, and the default parent is tired too. I promise.